And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hey guys, welcome to another great, exciting show. We've got some really great effects to present to you tonight. I wanted to share something first that Teresa sent me. It's a little bit of residue that she found from what was that show, Teresa? Can you tell them what it was? I'll go ahead and present the screen. Can you tell them?
Guys, can you see the chat? Like, can you say it out loud so that I can tell my chat? Because she's not here.
No, Teresa's here.
Yeah, but she's not in my chat.
Oh, she's not. Okay. Yeah, so here it is. I'll play it for you. There's a little bit of residue here from Disney themselves. And they say "Mirror, Mirror on the Wall" in the song. They sing it.
They think I'm callous.
Hang on, let me boost the sound a little bit. That's about all I can play due to copyright reasons.
Wait,
they might.
Brian, that was residue of them all too. They said who's the
Yeah,
baddest
who's the
of
fairest
them all.
of them all is what it's supposed to be.
And it's Descendants.
What is it now?
The Descendants is the name of. Oh, one of all. Now it's one of all.
Fairest one of all? No, it was fairest of them all.
Yep. But I'm saying
Yeah.
the show was The Descendants.
Yeah, so if it wasn't like that, I mean, why would Disney themselves put this out there? Because now it's magic mirror on the wall. And I know that's an older effect. We've covered that many times before. But, yeah, anyway. So, what do you guys think about that one? Good residue,
Good
right?
residue, especially from Disney. Jeff and Esther, feel free to talk. Hi, Analog Line.
I know. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit late. We started late. My time. I was trying to fix my time zone on my computer.
We had it starting at 12:30 Eastern. I was like, oh no.
All right. This first one.
I'll be falling asleep by then.
Hi, Mr. Super Sidewinder.
All right, so this first one is one that I sort of was paying close attention to. I was watching this news because the news was talking about Trump's, his ordeal going on with this young woman here. So everyone has been talking about this fake news surrounding Trump and Stormy recently, Stormy Daniels, and so it doesn't surprise me about this change, about this scandal. So, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Hi,
Yeah.
Teresa. Hi, Noisuru. Right. Nope, just starting.
So, before we ask the main question, okay, we need to ask you guys, please fill in the last letter. What is the name you remember? Monica Lewinsky with an I or with a Y?
Well,
what do you guys remember?
Well,
this is one of those times where I'm not affected by this, but I saw it, and I have to think of the community. Maybe someone else remembers it that way. So
we have
I, and Y.
It's interesting. We have some I's and some Y's.
Yeah, that's why I present these things. Yes, even when I'm not affected, I present them. Yep.
Are you affected by this one?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Jeff, what about you? Are you affected by this one?
It depends on what you remember.
Hi, Emmy Sagittarius
EY.
Arm
No, I mean, are
Society.
you ME Sagittarius says
EY.
EY.
Yeah, I think it was a Y, but I'm not. I can't be 100%. I don't
I
know.
remember a Y.
And both sounds.
Noise
Both
Guru
seem
says I. It's Polish.
like that is Y.
If it's no longer a Y, then I am affected.
Yeah, for me, I'm not 100%. I just remember saying her name a bunch, but not actually reading it.
Okay, so
Could
moving on.
go with it.
So Sandy and I aren't affected by this change. We have the current memory, Monica Lewinsky with a Y, but Lewinsky with an I kept popping up in search results. So Sandy felt the need to at least see if any of you guys remember it as Lewinsky with an I.
And apparently you do. Overwhelmingly. Eyes in the chat. So I'm glad I found this to show.
I mean, there's so many known good sources here that are remembering with an I.
It's on the cover of a book.
I mean, I'm kind of on the fence about it myself now. But anyway, the question.
Wait, is it an I or a Y now?
Well, it's a Y now, but
Right.
I'm kind of on the fence about it now.
Well, usually Sandy puts green with the residue, so it's just confusing because it's in red today.
These are the way it is. No, wait.
Y is now. I is the way it changed, but for me, it's not in effect. So
right. But these are residues for the one with the I, so they should have a green box around them, right?
Yeah, that's why I got a little confused. Usually you do green for the residue.
Yeah, I did.
That's why I was just like, I just want to make that clear.
I got you. I got what you're saying.
Oh man, he looks so young there. Bill Clinton looks so young
there.
there.
What I'm putting down.
So here's my question. What is the famous Monica quote said by the U.S. President Bill Clinton? I did not have blank, blank, blank. You fill in the blanks with that woman.
One or more words.
Can I say what I remember?
Well, let's wait on a few answers first.
Okay.
Hello, Ryogamine. Yes, we covered Zelensky having two Ys when we covered him being Paddington Bear.
Noise Guru.
We have sexual relations with that woman, sexual relations, just relations.
Okay, Jeff, what do you remember?
Or both.
I remember sexual relations.
I might be the only one here, but I remember sexual relationship.
Did not have a sexual relation. No, I remember relations. I don't remember. Relationship was not something I know. It's relations.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is just a personal ME, I guess, for me. I don't know. I was proposing it as a possible effect. I just was happening to go through the news articles and the news things on YouTube, and I came across this famous.
But there is residue, so.
Yeah, so guys, be prepared. There is residue. While Sandy has the current memory, sexual relations, me and the internet have a different memory of this event. I know I'm not the only one here. So here's some residue. You think Clinton was innocent? False. He did have a sexual relationship with that woman. That's what I remember. I remember him saying, I did not have a sexual relationship with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Does this match your memory? So here we have green boxes, I guess, for residue.
No, two different green boxes.
Two different green boxes.
Mm-hmm.
What is this article here from? I can't tell.
It doesn't matter. Read the box. Read the words first, so it makes sense.
All right. And a couple of people online simply remember the quote as "I did not have sex with that woman," though he does say I did not have sex with her later in the interview.
But this is specifically residue of I did not have sex with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. The They actually remember just, I did not have sex with that woman. So there's 3 realities happening. And
It's strange.
blows my mind because I have the current memory. So here you can see it. It says, I did not have sex with that woman, comma, Miss Lewinsky. So it's the exact sentence you remember, Brian, except did not have sex instead of sexual relations or a sexual relationship.
Maybe he said it all 3 ways in different interviews.
I don't know. I just remember the one interview. It was the one where he was on TV addressing it.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you something though. Here we have Hillary with 2 L's and then an ARY. Was it 1 or 2 L's?
2.
2 for me.
2? Okay.
But I do remember it flip-flopping during the presidential election of 2016.
That was really weird how it flip-flopped.
Well, not inhale.
Hey, Carla Redpill. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Philo. How did these people
He said, I did not have a
oranges?
sexual relationship with that woman. This person remembers it too. I don't know. It's strange. It's just a minor change, a little glitch in reality for me. And so anyway,
Well,
I thought I'd
top
bring that
one.
up tonight.
The top one, oh, you just left the screen. The top one even had the stops. I, period, did not, period, have a, period, sexual relationship, period, with that woman. That's exactly how you were saying it. You didn't read it, so.
You want me to present it again?
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Well, now
You
that
want
you
to do
mentioned it,
shout outs, though? Because there's a lot of people showing up. You want to do shout outs?
yeah, we'll do some shout outs here. Jeff, you want to do the shout outs for me?
Which chat?
Are you looking at both?
I'm on Sandy's right now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on Brian's right now. I'm on ours.
All right. Esther, you want to do the ones here for mine?
Let me go
I
up
think
a
Esther
little
can
bit. So
see
hi,
both.
John Ottawa. I don't know. I see probably most. I Sharkaton no. I don't know how to pronounce it. I
Yes, you got it.
Sorry.
No, you got it.
Hi Teresa, of course. How? Oh my word! I'm trying to say hi, Bellitator Sinex. Of course, Mr. Super Sidewinder. Hi Anita. Hi Sandy, who's in the chat. Hey Analog Lime. Let's see. Randy P.
Rudy.
Noise Guru. Hebrew. Johnner Games. Chris Sec. Or sorry, Chris. See, I don't know how to
Welcome,
pronounce
everyone.
that. Ralph and Casey Francis. Sunset Forever. JT74. ME Sagittarius Arm Society. Hello, Raya Ugami Makito. Sorry if I mispronounce anybody's name. It's late.
All right, I've got the next one up here. Jeff, you want to read some of the shout outs from Sandy's tonight?
Hi Alone.
Yeah.
Mandela Affected. Philippi. Carla Red Pill. And
I think she got them all except for Michael E, who just popped in. And you got Philo.
Rivian Nostalgist. Philo, I already said, I believe. And Michael E. There, I believe that's everybody. Hopefully I didn't miss
Hi,
any.
everyone in Brian's chat. All right, so who's reading? Jeff?
Yeah. Anita MacFarlane and I have some new discoveries we thought might interest the community. First one is a supposed new face on Mars, but unlike the previous faces found on the surface,
What?
Wait, you said it looks like a bear. It looks like a duck to me.
I could go with duck.
It looks almost like a really round face for a wolf. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, so this one looks just like a bear. Weird, huh? Looks like a bear to me.
Yeah, I can see a bear too.
Well, if it looks like a bear and talks like a bear,
Yeah. It can also look like a duck, though, too. I see that one as well.
I see the duck too.
Oh, hi, Adam, for Christ.
Another new
Hello.
find is what scientists are calling a limited edition rock, a new type of basalt rock that formed 50 million years ago in the area that we call the Ring of Fire. Under a microscope, the rock looks like stained glass. It went undiscovered because so far it can only be found under the sea floor, and scientists hope to learn more about the Ring of Fire's creation from this rock. Credit Anita MacFarlane. The craziest new discovery comes from Anita, which could potentially be a Mandela effect. Have you ever heard of plastic
You want me to help?
plastistones
Mm-hmm.
or plastiglomerates? Fancy words for plastic stones.
I bet you it comes from all the plastic in the ocean.
That's exactly where it comes from.
Oh, it does?
Mhm.
Oh man, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Plastiglomerates, stones fused with plastic, were first discovered in 2014 and have since been found on beaches worldwide.
Stones fused with plastic.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it gets weirder. So, next slide.
In this reality, rocks can naturally form fused with plastics. Did rocks form this quickly in your past? In just a few years, I always believed it took hundreds, if not thousands, of years or more for rocks to form.
So, question for the chat. In your past, were you taught that rocks could form within a year or two? Because in order for this to happen, either there were plastics thousands of years ago, or rocks are forming in a couple years. Did rocks form in a couple years in your past? Yes or no?
Never seen these.
Well, that would mean they're living
Sure.
creatures. They're kind of like living creatures in that respect.
No. They're just saying these rocks formed over the past couple years, and because plastics were in the ocean, the plastics became one with the rock as they were forming.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, that's an absolute no for me. Rocks did not form in a couple years. No, absolutely not.
I don't have any idea, actually. I don't remember that from science class.
Rudy says it's like the plastic is attacking the rocks. Yes. Like the rocks have a disease.
But I'm not sure. No way. Slurdy Bart Fast has some explaining to do. I'm not surprised.
Regardless of the formation, I've never heard of these, even though they were found nearly a decade ago. Have you?
So I think this is a good find, Anita. Good job.
Yeah, good
Very
job,
nice
Mom.
find.
Great, very nice find.
Hi, Jency.
Rocks take a long time. Crystals and diamonds in nature on natural events. The angels don't fall, said my grandfather is still one of the top geologists on the planet, even though he passed away in 93. Rocks take a long time. Crystals and diamonds in nature in natural environments. This is new to me. I found some.
And that's it for that particular folder.
That is weird looking.
They are.
All right, Sandy, this looks like it's yours because you always talk about Wawa like all the time.
Yeah, they're, well, most of them are mine, but yeah, I'll do Wawa. Now, guys, you don't have to know Wawa to see that this has changed. I'm going to show it to you. It's quick. It's a logo change. If you don't know Wawa, I get it. It's on the Eastern Seaboard. So, it's the most popular gas station convenience store in my area, a Philly staple since 1964, and I was shocked to see the logo had changed because I go there all the time. Yes, they do Mandela affected. They're regular mineral rocks, but also plastic.
The rocks
So-
had a decor party.
So the goose it's supposed to be the Canadian goose. The Canadian goose in the logo now has a gap or chunk taken out to show the white patch of feathers on the face. It never showed this before. Logopedia shows it's always had that gap, even with the original logo. So the original logo at least shows a black line underneath the face, so it doesn't look like it's open. But you're going to see better images of this coming up. You don't have to zoom in, Brian. There's better images coming up. But interestingly, Wawa did register 2 logos exactly how I remember the head of the Canadian goose. Thinner, longer, solid. There's no chunk. You're going to see the chunk in a second on the building. So you guys see this? The chunk taken out, like it's like a hook.
Well, that's weird.
It was not like that. It was solid. Absolutely solid.
That's
don't
how I
know this
remember it.
And that's a
You
logo
remember it?
change?
You remember it like this?
No, solid.
Solid. Okay. So I was able to find the logo, I remember, on one store, just one. And it's a store that closed down in 2020 because of the things that happened in Philadelphia in 2020, which I can't say, but you can read yourself.
Wait, was that where it happened?
Yeah, it was one of the locations. It was in multiple cities across the United States, Brian.
Well, I mean, where was the main one that took
No,
place?
the main thing did not happen there. So here are some tattoos, patches, stickers. Well, the sticker on the bottom right, it's like the original logo where it's, still got the black line. So I gave it an orange instead of red. And here's residue. Johnny Knoxville has it tattooed on his shoulder with the head normal. And the one on the bottom left is a close-up of the guy's foot. What were you saying,
Why would
Brian?
you get that tattooed on anywhere on your body, really?
That's how popular Wawa is in my area, Brian.
I guess they really, really like Wawa.
I guess
no, they love Wawa.
I guess
What
your
is it?
Wawa was like our Buc-ee's down here. I guess
Yes, it's like your Buc-ee's, except your
it's
Buc-ee's
like a
is more
huge
of a
gas
department
station, and they
store.
have like memorabilia and like
Yeah.
T-shirts and hats and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't have that much. Ours is more of a traditional convenience store, but it's like 5 levels up from 7-Eleven.
Okay, I was about to ask, is it like a 7-Eleven?
No, it's much better than a 7-Eleven. It's like a Sheetz. Do you know what a Sheetz is?
No.
I'm sure I've
Sheetz
seen this
is
store.
Pennsylvania. What'd you say, Esther?
I'm sure I've seen this. I don't
No, I think
really.
they sell burritos at Sheets, like breakfast burritos.
Well, yeah, Wawa has a full service. They have all sorts of food. They have burgers, fries, breakfast sandwiches, smoothies. They have a whole full service food area.
Holy sheets.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sheetz is Western PA and Wawa's Eastern PA.
I never heard of sheets before. But Wawa's very popular where I'm from.
In Texas?
No,
No.
in Jersey.
Oh. Yeah, we don't have. I don't think there's any Wawas here in Alabama.
Yeah, they don't have any in Texas either. Buc-ee's is the thing out here.
Yeah, same here. Buc-ee's is the one in the South, I guess.
Yep.
It's pretty popular.
So yeah, that totally changed for me.
Me too.
But
That one annoys me.
Yeah, this next one here. I think this is one Teresa pointed out. So, who hasn't read yet? Has everybody read?
Esther
I don't
hasn't
think I've
read.
read it.
And this one is me and Teresa.
You want me to read this one?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm yawning. Right. Teresa pointed out a candy bar logo changed today. The Clark bar. Oh, sorry. Susan yawn. So I thought we'd look at a few candy logos that changed.
And this logo isn't candy, but she also submitted this logo, and I'm not doing a logo folder tonight, so I included this one. She saw this today. The WY and the EA is merged. I believe this is from The Price is Right as well. That's where she saw the Clark change
And it
from
must
the
be-
80s. Taco Bell gives you the sheets. I think
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Do you remember the weird R in Clark? It was there from the 1940s to the 1980s.
So guys, do
That
you
is
remember
a
the
weird
R
R.
going up like that from the 40s to the 80s?
I wouldn't know. I'm not that old.
No.
I am, unfortunately. This was on a 1980s episode of
Yeah, I don't think I'm that old either.
The Price is Right. Jency's never seen Clark. I know, it's a U.S. candy. I'm sorry.
I'm old enough to remember it, and it didn't look like that.
No, we have residue of what it looked like right underneath this logo coming out. She found one and I found one.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
When they changed it in the
Hey, what if
90s, the letters merged. Oh, no, you continue reading.
Oh, wow.
The letters merged
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
got more merged with each revision.
I was going to ask what would happen if you found one of those bars from the 80s that looked like that. Would you still eat it?
Oh, God, no.
No.
Wait, hold on. Did you see how disconnected that K is in the middle?
Yes. Yes, I did. That is why it's highlighted. Oh,
And
I
the
didn't
broken
highlight
R.
them.
Did you see the broken R?
Yes, everything's messed up. They're all merged and messed up. They're all broken, merged, messed up.
I'm also surprised.
Now, wait.
Oh,
I'm sorry, before we go on. I know there's some people who are around in 1976. I was around, but I was a baby. But I mean, like Brian's parents. Do you remember variations of the Clark bar like this? So go ahead, Esther.
I'm also surprised by all the Clark bar variations, like the Boomer bar. These are before my time, so it may not be an ME, but interesting.
So there's a bicentennial bar from 1776-1976.
Andy Siggy's, yes.
It's gone now. Boomer, there was a peanut butter log, and then there was something else.
Was there?
I think Jency's kidding.
Well, what's that weird
Oh.
squiggly or the weird E? I'm sorry.
It's a sideways E thing, huh? Oh, Henry has some suspicious exclamation points, and the E went crooked in the 1970s until they redesigned the logos in the 2000s.
So I want to point some other things out here too. So the O and the H is merged in the top left. The O and the H is merged. The E is crooked. Okay? We got a triangle going on, but the R is underneath the Y. We got that overlapping that we're seeing often in the 1940s or 50s logo. And then below that, 5 cents is missing the line. That's a new pattern I'm seeing. It's just 5C. It's suspicious that they wrote dipped, DIP' to me. That's suspicious. And then the really sharp R and a Y that we were seeing, it's just, I don't know, it seems off. Because we've seen patterns of these over and over again.
Almond Joy was merged from 1972 to 1983 until they switched to the cutoff bubble lettering. Once again, that was the year I was born, so they would have changed.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like AI.
Yeah, Shazam is one that I have don't want to go into detail yet. Just thinking about Shazam. I was just thinking about Shazam. And
I got
we've already talked about it. Yeah.
Wait, what about Shazam?
Yeah. Oh, it'll have to be a different topic or a different day. We can talk about it after the show, Brian.
All right.
Sandy and I have been talking about it in private. And finally, 100 grand bar. Is that a one? One is wrong, and the brand has been merged since 1986. Are any of these changes for you?
Now, Lisa had this posted in
one,
the group. Sorry.
No, the one was wrong.
I know. It looks all wrong.
It was a regular one.
It was a regular one, yes.
It must have changed recently because we talked about the R, the A, and the N being merged before.
She said like Chuck, but made you look cool. I don't think I've ever had 100 grand.
There's a question in the chat. Super Mario Brothers asks, earlier you talked about Monica and Bill Clinton. Do you remember a TV interview when a falling light nearly hit Bill and Hillary?
Yep. I remember that.
I don't, but it could have been I missed the interview. Candy cigarettes can still be bought. You just need to look for them online.
Yes.
Hey, Sandy, what's this next one about?
Which one? Oh, this is one that I don't know if you guys are going to know it, but the word would be triggered. I'm triggered by this because it's a medication I used to take, and it's changed.
But it's a medication that I take.
I don't think so. Do you? Oh. Guys, if you suffer from acid reflux, heartburn, or gastrointestinal reflux disease, aka GERD, you may know this one. So it's a medication that is 100% Mandela for me. Okay. This medication, like Prilosec and Pepsid, is a prescription and over-the-counter version. If you know the medicine, please fill in the blank. I can't say the word because the sound of it has changed too.
Okay.
So
Well, this is
it's
definitely not the one that I was thinking of. The one that I
No.
take is omeprazole.
This is
It's over the counter.
This is Tagam. I can't say anymore.
I take omeprazole too. Works great.
Yeah, it works pretty good. I can relax and I don't have to worry about coughing as much with it, or acid reflux like burping in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the current reality, Jency. That's not what I remember. Angels Don't Fall remembers Tagam. Nexium, nope.
Nexium's a
Unless
purple
that's
pill.
what omeprazole is.
Which for me that has changed, the omeprazole, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, I don't know this one. I don't know much about medications.
Guys,
I prefer to take my papaya for that.
I don't think this is as popular as it was in the 90s, and that's when I was taking it. So it's still around, but I don't think it's as popular. We can go on because there's a ton of residue, but the residue. So it is Tagamet now, like Angels Don't Fall remembers, and Jency wrote. But I was prescribed this medication 20 plus years ago. I took it for years. I had an ulcer. I know the name was Tagamet. It was Tagamet. It was
Yes.
not Tagamet.
Oh my God. Yes, it was.
What?
Okay,
Yes.
so Jeff remembers.
What? This one's blowing my mind. I was sure it was Tagamet.
It was always Tagamet.
Yes.
Well,
I
wait until
believe
you
you
see the
guys.
residue I have.
I believe you guys on this one.
Well, hopefully those of you who've never heard of it will believe me if you see the residue. It's crazy. There's an overwhelming amount, many from doctors and dentist offices, forums, and websites like this obstetricians. You would think dentists, doctors, and I have one that's you know how like when you get your insurance, you renew your insurance, you get a formulary of medications that are covered and aren't. Yeah, a formulary got it wrong. Like, that just shouldn't happen.
No, there's no way that would happen. They would not
No.
get that wrong.
Mm-mm.
It was absolutely Tagamet. This is crazy.
I can look it up for you, Jency. We can look into that. Jency is a local on me, a toothpaste name change. We'll look into it. So check this out. This is a test. They literally drew out the chemical composition of it. And what does it say? Tagamet. It's crazy. Brian, you can go through these a little bit quicker, though. Not real fast, just a little.
I know. Do you know what this reminds me of, though?
What?
What's that yellow powder that people mix in with their food as a spice? It's like curry or something.
It's like turmeric, yeah. Turmeric.
Yeah, turmeric versus turmeric.
Yeah.
There's no way it was turmeric.
No.
Except this lost an N instead of gained. Turmeric gained an R. This lost an N.
Everybody I talk to says turmeric.
I'm an APN.
It was.
You know what? We should call GNC on a different show and see what they remember if it was turmeric to them.
We should. That would be fun.
I've never heard of that. What is it now, Philo? I can always look it up, but I need
Maybe
what
that's
it was
what we'll do
before and
next
after.
week. I think that would be pretty exciting, don't you think, guys? If we made a few phone calls to some places.
Like pharmacies? Do you have Tagamet in stock? Yeah.
Yes. We need to make a list. Make a list, guys. And feel free to interact in the chat, guys. You guys can give us some places to call.
All right, guys. Well, you can see here. Well, now it's off the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Even with a registered trademark, a doctor's office form with Tagamet as a checkbox. What was Zarbee's, though? I've never heard of it.
Zarbee's?
I know it.
Yeah, I know it too. It's some kind of it's like a honey flavored thing that you give kids to get them to
Right,
suppress their cough.
but Philo says she doesn't remember Zarbee's. What do you remember it as? It's like, I can't look into it unless I know what you remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
either.
Are you talking about the spelling?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking her, what she remembers.
Zarbees.
Oh, what is it now? I'm sorry. No, you're right, Philo. She's saying it's not Zarbee's. What is it?
It's spelled Zarbees. That's how it's
Philo
spelled right
remembers
now.
Zarabees. That's what I needed. Okay, I'll look into that too. All right, you go next slide, Brian.
Oh, good. I keep getting Yahoo.
So up there is for pharmacy students. It's like a mock medication form, and there they have Tagament. Slides, Tagament.
I know someday you'll be able to supply all your everything that's going on with you symptom wise, and the AI will be able to determine what you're sick with or what disease you have. One day.
I understand, Philo. That's all that matters. I'll find it. Don't worry.
Oh.
So here it is, the 2007 Member Pharmacy Formulary, NPS processing, and there they have Tagament. Not preferred.
Oh,
This is
man.
a dentist's office, also with Tagament, registered trademark. Next, Brian.
I'm gonna step away for a second.
Are you sure the company just didn't change their name?
I'm positive. I looked into it. It's the first thing I checked. So here's a flow chart for doctors or med students. Tagament in the bottom corner. I believe you, Philo. I've just never heard of it, but I'll look into it. So we have Tagament being sold under a box of Tagamet.
This one's hitting me hard.
I know. I was so upset. But this was my medication, though. That's why.
Did you ever take this one, Jeff?
Yeah, and it was Tagament. 100%.
I know how you
Medication
feel
reference
because
list.
I know how you feel because I feel the same way about Ambisol. It was
Oh, yeah.
Ambisol.
Yeah, it was
That is how I
Ambisol,
feel.
right?
Yes.
And now it's
Ambisol.
Ambisol with an N.
That's wrong.
That's so wrong. That's just as wrong.
It was Ambisol when I took it.
Doctor's offices. What was that one? You just skipped Stanford. Stanford got it wrong. And here I say, even if you've never heard of this, hopefully the residue shows that for me at least it changed. It was definitely tagging it. I can't with this one. That looks
I can't either.
I can't
It
either.
bothers me.
All right, so finally we've reached the last one of the evening, and depending on where you're at, it might be morning. So I'll read this last one, guys.
It's a long one. Guys, before we go, before we say, I need to tell you guys something. So there's a possibility. I need prayers right now. That's what I need. I need you to pray that my internet doesn't get shut off before Monday, when I can talk to the cable company and make arrangements. If we get shut off, I'm just giving you a heads up, I may not be able to do a show for like a month. So everyone please pray. Take a moment of silence for Sandy's internet. But the internet does not get shut off before Monday, and I can talk to Verizon. They should be open. I can't believe a $500 billion company doesn't have customer service on the weekends. It's ridiculous.
You mean they don't outsource it to India or anything?
No, well, You can reach like technical support. You can reach regular billing by chat. But if you need to make a payment arrangement,
They
gotta
don't
wait
let you
till
do it on their
Monday.
website.
So the ones in trouble, the people that are in trouble the most, can't reach anyone until only Monday through Friday.
And you have to do it like early in the morning.
I gotta do it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for the prayers. I really need them. Thank you. I really do.
I hope they can
All
work
right.
something out with you, Sandy. They should be able to.
All right, listen, when you read this, you're going to say Sully and Mike. Change it to and Mike.
All right, Sully and Mike from Monsters Inc. has changed for me in 2 or 3 ways. But the third one, I'm going to need your help to determine whether if it's a change or not. So, question number 1. Which color is Mike Wazowski's eyes? Or eye. We'll say eye.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
that
remember-
auto-corrected. That's why.
Yeah, do you remember green or do you remember blue?
And the pictures are flipped. So do you remember blue? Blue is number 1. Green is number 2.
All right, let's see what we got here in the chat. Come on, guys. Vote
Blue
now.
for Philip. 1 for Angel. 1 blue. So everybody's remembering blue. Which I actually am going to change my answer, Sandy.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
do?
well, wait till you see. There's an edit to this, Esther. There's an edit. You're not going to believe what the edit is. So we'll get to that.
I was going to watch this movie today, and then I completely spaced it, and then I fell asleep. I was like, I'm going to watch it, and then I fell asleep, and then I forgot to put it on. Blue and Mike's name ends in an I. Blue, blue, blue. Why everybody remembers blue?
I remember
Yeah.
blue.
I remember blue too.
And that's
What is it
actually
now?
at first I remembered it green, and now I'm remembering it blue. Now I'm seeing it like on an actual screen because my little bitty phone was like little.
Well,
And I will say I do remember it being blue.
Sandy remembers blue. Disney Pixar remembers both based on their merchandise, but the movies show different shades of green. And his description says green. Does this match your reality?
So the bottom
it was
are
blue.
actual toys. Disney Pixar toys with blue eyes.
Well,
Here's the edit. Esther, look at this edit. I can't.
so I found out the cause of the confusion, which makes it 100% a change for me. Mike has a heterochromia.
Heterochromia. His eye is blue and green. That's why it looks green and blue. Because it's
No.
Yes.
So
Look.
half of his eye is blue, the other half is green?
Yes, I can't. This is wrong. Oh.
Also, your blue is missing an E.
I know it is. I know. I don't know what's going on with my keyboard. It doesn't work sometimes. I think it's an iPad bug.
Blue never had an E. It's a Mandela effect.
Well, there is a blue without an E.
How do you spell Blu-ray?
Oh, blue on that one. Sorry, I was reading the wrong.
How do you spell Blu-ray?
Yeah, I know. Blu-ray doesn't have the E.
No, it doesn't.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm checking my Blu-rays now.
Oh, I don't know. I never paid that close of attention.
Yeah, Blu-ray doesn't have the E. You're right.
Some of those I never paid any attention
So
to.
sometimes the eye is all green. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 2. Sully has changed for me in multiple ways. One of those ways I believe is still in the process of changing. First question is, the main color of Sully. Which do you remember? Aqua blue or teal green?
So 1 or 2 guys in the chat, ignore the other stuff on Sully. I'm just talking about the base color of Sully. You remember aqua blue or teal green?
I remember aqua blue, like 100%.
Aqua
He
blue,
was
100%.
Oh, okay. Can someone please read Brian's chat so you get all the answers?
Blue. Everybody's saying blue. They're all blue, blue,
Not,
blue, blue,
no.
blue, blue.
MESandyDiVa says teal.
Well, in our chat, it's all blue so far. Teal for Sagittarius arm. Left, so one. So one.
So secondly,
Confused. Blue. I remember it being blue.
what's the pattern for the purple on Sully? Was it a few
Okay,
patches of purple fur or a lot of defined purple spots of fur?
So guys, do A or B so we know which one you're talking about. And also please bear with me because I had to draw this by hand. Like, not draw, color in this by hand. So
I feel like it was the first one, but he was blue.
yeah, well that's because I had to blend it and it made it a little bit darker blending. Just pretend he's blue. We're just looking at the purple parts now. We're not looking at the color part.
I say one, not two.
So guys, you remember soft patches of purple or distinct circles of purple? Which one do you remember?
C for confused. Noise. It says B. A. Number one. I choose the B. So we got about 50-50 almost.
Philo's an A.
That middle one looks funny. Hear me? That middle picture looks funny.
Yes. Aren't you reading?
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at it. I don't remember defined
He got
purple spots
monkeypox.
all over his body. He just had a few soft. He had soft patches of purple in my past. But before I show you, which tail do you remember him having?
So 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, everyone. Jency's a 1. Noise Guru is a 2.
1, 2.
I don't know. It's really tough.
I'm going to say dinosaur tail with plates, dog tail, like a dog tail, could be a little bit longer, or no tail. So
I don't really
dinosaur,
remember him having a tail. Do you?
3.
Mandela affected is 2, 3. Oh, is that what you were reading, Esther?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No
that's
tail
fine.
for me.
No tail for me.
Yeah, well, I have a dual memory. Go ahead, Brian. I can't with this
Okay.
either.
In
Look at
my
the spots.
past,
Wait, can we just stop and look at these spots a minute? And the color of him? Before you even read. Everyone, look at those spots and the color and tell me if that's your reality. It's not mine.
Not even close.
no, not even close. No.
Purple.
What?
He had like a magenta. He didn't have purple spots. They were like a pinkish color.
I don't remember all those spots or that tail or that color. None of it.
He didn't
He was
have
just blue.
Yeah, but also he didn't have those scales running down his back or whatever those
No.
things are.
It's okay, Jency. He's still blue in some scenes. We're going to get to that. Go ahead, Brian. You can start reading now.
Now he's looking like a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know. It's not right. I was.
Do you remember those plates on his back and tail?
No, that's why you're supposed
I
to read.
don't.
I say all that.
Okay, in
Nope.
my past, Sully was never a teal green. Didn't look like a dinosaur in the back with a long tail and plates. And never had round spots all over his body. He's all wrong. You telling me? So I'm having a dual memory of a no tail and a small dog-like tail with no back plates. But my Sully was always aqua blue with soft patches of purple. His body color, though, he can be seen with both aqua and teal, depending on the film and the scene. I've never seen
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I've never seen Sully teal green before, and the spots look ridiculous. Does this match your memory?
Can you zoom in on the one where I wrote WTH I can't? Can you zoom in on that one? This is Monsters University. Look at that.
No.
What is that?
It doesn't even look like the same person. He was a light blue and like pinky spots, and they were really light. I do remember a tail though, like I was saying before, when Sandy and I were talking. I remember because we would play with it and like hold on to it. But
Yeah, but look at the here it's aqua. I don't understand. I even turned down like the warmth on the green ones, thinking that the picture was too warm. No, still green. Sorry, go ahead, Esther.
yeah, it looks weird. Like we even asked my kids because we watched Monsters Inc. and they do remember the green eye, but they don't remember the spots being so dark and definitely blue. They remember him having the light spots and kind of more like shaded in.
He
Which is
didn't have
what I
spots
remember.
at all for me.
I remember patches of green, purple, not like little patches of purple, like mixed in with his fur, not round spots. Ridiculous. And I did find a couple scenes in a trailer. He has no purple, so we're gonna get to that. You'll see it in a minute.
Yeah, Mike, current reality, green eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, residue for blue eyes.
At first, I thought he had green eye. Then when Sandy showed me the picture with the green or the blue, and I'm like, oh, wait, he did have blue eyes. Because my first thought was blue, but I was like, no, he had green because it matched the skin. But I was like, no, because he had blue. So it's
Sully
a
didn't
duo
have
for
a
me.
back. This drives me crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I
He
don't
did not
remember
have
his back
scales on
plates.
his back. I mean,
I
his
just
back
remember him
plates,
being
yeah.
crazy.
I don't know, Rudy, but
Especially
I
when you
use
turn
color
it on.
correcting software.
No, he
Like
didn't
I said,
have
I
a
tried
dinosaur
turning the
tail.
yellow down. So I tried making it cooler temperature, and it still didn't change it. He's still green. Look at the top right.
What the hell? He looks like some cheap knockoff of Sully to me.
He does.
Yeah.
And I said that it looked like he got like the Barney purple spots disease.
Yeah.
It wasn't purple. I remember them being pink though for me. They were like a pinkish fuchsia. They were like a fuchsia color. So I don't remember purple.
Yeah, Sully, current reality with purple spots and teal green fur. Sully residue. This was the best I could find for soft purple patches of fur and normal or no tail.
There's no residue. It's impossible. I really have to look at like deviant art and try to find more residue. If I find more, I will update. But it was really hard to find anything even close to what I remember.
Let's go back to that other picture right here. So look how well defined those purple patches are, those spots.
Absolutely not.
Not my reality.
Mm-hmm. It's so green. I can't.
All right. Does anybody have any other things they would like to talk about before we close?
No, I already asked for the prayers. Prayers help. I believe that, like I said, if I get shut off, there's no coming back from that for a while. Please pray. I'm praying.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, you'd think that they would have a thing open on the weekend.
Yeah, at least like a couple hours on a Saturday day.
Yeah. Just weird.
Mm-hmm. That's where I was for you.
Well, I just want to say that, dear God, we come before you today to lift up our friend Sandy. You know her heart and you know her struggles. And I ask that you would be with her in a special way today. Please grant her peace and comfort during the difficult times she may be facing. Give her the strength and courage to face the challenges that come her way. Help her to know that she is loved and cared for and that she is never alone. I pray that you would guide her steps and lead her down the path that you had set for her, and give her wisdom to make good decisions and bless her heart with success in all that she does. May your grace and mercy be upon her, and may your love surround her always. I ask all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brian.
And we pray for you
Very
guys
nice.
as well, that whatever tough time you may be going through, whatever you're enduring right now, that you overcome it with grace from our Lord Jesus Christ. And if anyone else has anything else to say,
Aw.
amen.
Super Mario Brothers says, Sandy, you'll be sorely missed. I will watch rerun broadcasts of you until you return. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah, well, you can still, hopefully, Sandy, you'll still join us via phone call or on here. We,
Oh, wait a
at the very
second.
least.
Yeah, I could do a phone call, but preliminary, I'm not being censored. I need to make a payment arrangement, and the place isn't open.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
know. Yeah, Sandy, you know we all love you. We can't see you like this.
I know, it'll be
You're
okay.
gonna, it'll be okay. You're gonna get through this. And they're gonna make a payment arrangement for you. But if not, if all else fails, we can still do a show in the preceding weeks.
Well, yeah, but
And
like
as I
I said,
mentioned,
it's going to be difficult because I can't upload. I can't. See what I'm saying? I can't do a show on my phone because that's using data.
Sandy, you're not gonna be able to say your phrase. I can't. You can't say I can't. You get it?
Yeah, I can't do that.
So we can't have you not saying that you can't.
Okay, but that's why we're praying. We're praying because we believe God will come through and they will do the payment arrangement Monday and not shut us off before then. That's the whole prayer. But I'm not being censored. That's what I wanted to point out.
Yeah, because that's what people worry about, like something happened, like that. So yeah, you don't want to give them the wrong idea or anything.
No.
Well, of course, we'll be back again next week, guys, and we may do another midweek show. We'll have to see it, play it by ear. But hope to see you guys soon. We'll catch you next week. Have a great
Have a good
night.
night, everyone.
Great
Night.
Mandela night. God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Good night.